Washington, D.C.
Well, good evening. Thank you so much for staying up with us. I'm Stephanie Valderrama. We begin tonight with meteorologist Jennifer Collins. Jen, it was literally the most
times, especially. We did see the few isolated showers to start out the day, and we're still tracking a few isolated showers out there at this hour as well. Right across at the 11 o'clock hour, we're seeing a few isolated light showers right now across coastal Palm Beach County at this moment as well. Looking at just a decent downpour right to the west right now of the Palm Beach region as well. Just to the north of Lake Worth Beach is heading towards 441 in Wellington. We're also seeing just a brief downpour that's starting to wind down at this hour, right heading towards the 441 area, just to the west right now of Delray as well. So kind of seeing a bit more of this easterly onshore wind flow. We also have deep tropical moisture in the atmosphere at this time as well. That's kind of going to fuel more showers and storms as we head into the day for tomorrow as well. So here's a look at that forecast for tomorrow morning. Warm and muggy with a chance for a few more coastal showers, especially with that onshore easterly wind flow. Also see those temperatures right around the lower and middle 70s as well. For tomorrow, temperatures back into the middle 80s. More scattered showers and thunderstorms are in the forecast, especially heading into the afternoon. Could see the potential for some localized flooding associated with those heavy downpours too, and that's going to be one of the main hazards as we head through the day on Sunday. Of course, one or two storms could be on the stronger side as well with some stronger wind gusts. Coming up, I'm timing up those threats heading into the day tomorrow, and also some slightly drier air for next week. That's all here in just a few minutes.
Thanks so much, Jen. Well, tonight, detectives in St. Lucie County are investigating a drive-by shooting. It happened last night near the intersection of North 25th Street and Juanita Avenue. A white Dodge SUV drove past another vehicle when the driver of the SUV fired several rounds at the passing car. That's according to detectives. The driver of the passing car was shot multiple times and taken to a local hospital for treatment. At this hour, we don't know the condition of that person. But tonight, anyone with information should pick up the phone and call Crime Stoppers. In St. Lucie County, a car crashed into a business this afternoon. Take a look. Police say the driver accidentally hit the gas pedal instead of the brakes, crashing into the front window of the Guitar Center in St. Lucie West. But fortunately, no one was injured. In Fort Myers, police were able to peacefully resolve an active shooter situation after a suspect barricaded himself in a McDonald's. The incident started around 11 a.m. this morning when Fort Myers police confronted an armed suspect who began shooting at them. The man then ran into a nearby McDonald's where he held police and Lee County Sheriff's deputies at bay for nearly 2 hours. Local law enforcement was able to get employees and customers out of the restaurant safely. The suspect was then arrested and taken to a local hospital with minor injuries. Today is National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day, and the Martin County Sheriff's Office narcotics team teamed up with the DEA to offer the community drop-off points to safely dispose of unused or expired prescription drugs. Take a look. According to the 2019 National Survey on Drug Use and Health, 9.7 million Americans misuse prescription pain relievers, stimulants, tranquilizers, or sedatives. The survey also showed that a majority of misused prescription drugs were obtained from family and friends, and now law enforcement hope events like this one provide an opportunity for Americans to prevent drug addiction and overdose deaths.
We're trying to properly dispose of prescription medications. Of course, we look for prescriptions that fall in schedules, which are those old prescriptions, sometimes narcotics, opiates, things like that nature, and those properly just so they don't end up in the hands of younger members of the community or vulnerable members of the community.
Well, new tonight, the Florida Bandmasters Association held a marching band showcase at Palm Beach Central High School. Take a look. High school bands from all over Palm Beach County, they got the chance to show off their skills to a panel of judges. Now, later on, the bands will be ranked on a state level for their performances. Well, pumpkin season is here, and today more than 50 kids jumped right on in during the YMCA of the Palm Beach's annual floating pumpkin patch party. Pretty cool, right? The YMCA's pool in West Palm Beach was filled with dozens of pumpkins as kids splashed and dunked them in search of the perfect pumpkin. The kids they carved, painted, and decorated their chosen pumpkins, of course, just in time for Halloween.
They always welcome, smile, so we start feeling community than any.
Even Elsa showed up for the party, handing out frozen treats for all the kids. More fall programs are coming to the YMCA soon, and you can learn more about it at ymcapalmbeaches.org. Spookyville kicked off tonight at the South Florida Fairgrounds. Last year, the event was limited. Now, you might remember it was converted to a drive-through event because of the pandemic. Well, it's back, and tonight, kids got the chance to go trick-or-treating, compete in costume contests, and much more. Spookyville will continue tomorrow as well as next weekend, and for the older kids, Fright Nights is also happening. The last chance to go is next Thursday through Saturday. Sports betting is allowed in Florida, but the Seminole tribe, who's in charge of it all, isn't ready to take your money just yet. Now, while we wait, the challengers are lining up. Big online sports betting companies like FanDuel and DraftKings want a piece of the action, and they've launched a massive petition drive that's getting all kinds of attention. CBS 12's Jay O'Brien reports.
Take a stroll, chance you'll run into someone asking you to this.
Trying to operate in the law, Florida.
The furniture gatherers are now. We ran into Wellington Green Mall earlier this week. Effort to legalize sports betting state organized by the group Education Champions, which is backed by companies DraftKings and FanDuel, hope piece of Florida's sports betting. Now, every bet, every game, every must go through the Seminole tribe, offered by Governor DeSantis. State lawmakers renegotiated his gaming agreement this year. On Snyder supported the compact because of it would bring the state. These voters don't want sports betting or other any bigger.
For people who see gambling, this was a great opportunity to hold.
But State Rep Dave, who also voted in the deal, welcomed like DraftKings and FanDuel entering the mix.
I support competition. That's a good.
The Seminole tribe have a monopoly right now?
%, right? That's what we gave them. Again, I don't know how long it's going to last.
With billions potentially on the line, the tribe is punching the sports betting cloud spilling over on the campus of Florida International University in Miami. Furniture gatherers for sides are flooding the school's newspapers. Some are even students interrupt classes.
What I have is it has been aggressive experience. It definitely.
Student reporter Ashburn told us students pushed to the same petition more.
We apologize for the technical difficulties. We are working on it, but that was our Jay O'Brien reporting. The group gathering all these signatures is Florida Education Champions. They make the argument if the state does expand sports betting to everyone, it will generate more tax revenue and help the state in the long run. Now, right now, they're still trying to get the issue on the ballot. Well, if you plan on hosting family and friends this holiday season, you may want to get started on gifts now. Major retailers don't anticipate the national supply chain crisis will really end anytime soon. John Lornitz reports.
Last-minute shoppers may want to change their way this holiday season.
Order early. I think we have set realistic expectations.
Disruptions to the COVID-19 are affecting the global chain. There's been at the Port of Los Angeles, shipping containers from toys to snacks have been stuck on. Among the affected.
Again, we apologize. We are having technical difficulties. We'll be right back after this break.
I think finding the truth these days is tricky.
CBS 12 News is doing that every single night.
Asking questions, demanding answers,
digging deeper,
getting to the root of the problem, getting to the truth.
CBS 12 News at 11, the one to turn to.
Well, bear with us while we work through these technical difficulties, but for now, let's turn over to meteorologist Jennifer Collins here to tell us what we can expect for the rest of the weekend and into the coming week. Jen?
Yeah, we're actually going to see a bit of an unsettled end to the weekend, fairly similar to what we experienced yesterday. Today was actually not too bad. In fact, we kind of lucked out in those afternoon showers and thunderstorms, but expected that unsettled pattern to continue as we head into the weekend, the end of the weekend as well. It's all due to a bit more tropical moisture remaining in place across the region, especially across portions of South Florida. With all that deep tropical moisture, it really will allow to trigger those afternoon shower and thunderstorms across the region as well. Of course, a few of those isolated downpours could produce heavy rainfall at times as well, so that's something to consider as we head throughout the afternoon as well. So we are going to stay warm, though. Even as we start to dry out towards the start of this week, we will keep those temperatures touched on the warmer side before another front moves in. This one should be a touch stronger as well. It'll bring around stormy conditions as we head into Thursday, but also bring around slightly cooler and drier air as we head into the end of the week and into the next weekend. Temperatures right now are in the upper 70s, a bit on the warm and muggy side. We're also seeing a few isolated showers out there at this moment as well. With those dew points staying on the high side, it's feeling quite muggy as well. Temperatures are right now in the upper 70s along portions of the Treasure Coast, 79 right now in Fort Pierce, 74 in Indiantown, 73 currently in Okeechobee, and still sitting in the upper 70s along the Palm Beaches, even 80 degrees in Boca and the Boynton Beach area too. So dew points currently right now are still in the 70s. It's indicating very muggy air at this moment as well. And that humidity remains in place as we head in the next couple of hours. So we're already tracking a few isolated showers right now along the coastal Palm Beach County region. We're just seeing a few isolated showers right now. Nothing too heavy at this time, but we are tracking a few of these isolated showers moving onshore, especially across portions of the Jupiter, Juneau, Palm Beach Gardens area, and then heading further south towards the south of West Palm Beach and just to the north of Wellington. Most of the shower activity is slowly, ever so slightly, moving to the west at this time as well. It's all due to a bit more of this easterly wind flow remaining in place that's bringing an onshore warm and humid air mass again, and that'll keep around the chance for a few coastal showers as we head towards the start of the day. All that deep tropical moisture remains in place throughout the day on Sunday, and we're expecting more showers and thunderstorms in the forecast as we head throughout the day. And like I said earlier, a few of these isolated storms could produce heavy rainfall at times, as well as the potential for some gusty winds as well. But really, with all that moisture in the atmosphere, that's really what we're going to experience as we head into the afternoon, is the potential for that heavy rainfall, especially across portions of central Palm Beach County as we head into the late evening, and kind of lingers around into early Monday morning, and into the afternoon on Monday we'll start to dry things out finally. So here's the look at that forecast as we head in the next couple of days. We're looking at rain totals anywhere from about 1 inch to maybe 2 inches of rain as we head into the end of the weekend and for the start of the work week. And then we start to dry things up. Another front moves through. That should push away that stalled out stationary front, bringing in drier air as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday with mostly sunny skies for both those days. So over the weekend, that thunder shower activity will continue as we head into the late, day on Sunday, as that front remains stalled out just to the north of us. Eventually, a secondary front moves into the picture, pushing that stalled front away from us, bringing in slightly drier air as we head into Tuesday and Wednesday. And like I was saying earlier, we're watching another front moving in next week. This is going to bring in stormy conditions across portions of the southeast, but will also slightly move through the area, bring in just a little bit of some cooler air as we head into the end of the week. We're looking at warm and humid conditions as we head into Wednesday and Thursday, with slightly more pleasant air into Friday. So here's a look at that 10-day forecast. Scattered showers and thunderstorms in the forecast as we head into Sunday and Monday, and then we dry out Tuesday, Wednesday, mostly sunny skies those 2 days. Also bring around another chance for scattered storms on Thursday, and then heading into the weekend, looks like some better weather moves in. We'll keep those low rain chances in place.
Thanks so much, Jen. Well, right now, a Vero Beach company is being held hostage by the continued crippling supply chain challenges. At Riverfront Packing Company, it's all hands on deck as operations shift. They are packing and shipping fruit from the Treasure Coast to global markets. And the owner says produce with no confirmed cargo ships to make the deliveries because ports across the country are backed up.
This week, 15 loads on the books. We're not sure we have availability, or so we're packing this sea coming around today. Hopes that we'll find those chassis and the space, and hope's not a strategy.
Well, tonight we're taking a closer look at what's being called the Great Recession. 4.3 million Americans quit their jobs in August alone, setting a new record. The biggest reason? Burnout. And rather than complain about it to their boss, thousands have turned to starting their own companies. Here's Mark Strassman.
Nick Fuller, pandemic panic, furloughed by his janitor 13 months ago when no one else was hiring.
If I'm going to have something, I'm going to hate it. Hi, I'm Stream Clean.
Gambled with his family savings to start Stream Clean, his cleaning business along the Alabama-Georgia border.
It paid off. Well, I've doubled money and my salary. Doubled.
America has become a quitters. Millions of workers like Fulmer in the job market for often to become the boss. In nearly 1/3 of workers who quit start a business. For employers, 90% of workers were thinking of quitting.
I'm done with I'm done commuting, done sitting in an office.
Professor Tom Smith, the pandemic's labor friends at Emory University's Business School.
Explains why people are willing to now.
The crazy eye and on the other end of that has made people evaluate how much actually involved.
In a crisis, found pandemic priority, more time with his family, better life balance.
Took this and ran with it, and cured my family.
Paycheck, he Fulmer can
acknowledge it.
This job.
Look, difference here.
And CBS News, Mitchell, Alabama.
Again, we apologize. We are having technical difficulties. We're working to get that fixed. But we continue with news in Georgia. One person is dead and 7 others were hurt in a shooting near a college in Georgia. The Fort Valley State University campus was placed on lockdown for several hours this morning. Investigators say the shooting happened at an off-campus party. The Peach County coroner has identified the victim as 27-year-old Tyler French. Officials say he was not a current student. Now, keep in mind the homecoming parade there was canceled due to this, and the football game still happened, but extra security protocols are now in place. Crews still cleaning up after fires in Northern California are now prepping for possible floods. The National Weather Service has issued a flood watch for some of the areas that were hardest hit by the wildfires, and it's warning residents that power outage as that system moves through Sunday and Monday. We'll be right back.
We know your mornings can be a rush.
That's why CBS 12 News This Morning is the one to turn to.
Just a few minutes is all you need, and you're ready to face the day.
Plan ahead with instant on-screen weather and the precise forecast.
Save time with traffic alerts that'll help you dodge the delays.
Stay informed on the big stories in your community
and around the world.
Get it first.
Get it fast. Make your morning rush a little easier.
With real news you can use.
CBS 12 News This Morning, the one to turn to every morning.
Well, let's get another check of the forecast with Jennifer Collins. It was literally the most perfect fall Florida day, Jen. Did you spend it outside? That is the big question.
The perfect fall Florida day. It was a little more humid than that, I gotta say.
I have to say fall Florida because it's not truly fall.
No.
You know, it's Florida fall.
We could get a sneak peek of it next weekend as another front moves through, but again,
I'm
that's days away.
Forward to it.
We got to get through this humidity though first. And with all this humidity out there, to still keeping those temperatures in the upper 70s right now, dew points are still remaining high, still remaining quite warm and muggy out there as well. And we're still going to see the chance for more scattered showers and thunderstorms as we head through the day tomorrow, too. So here's another look at temperatures at this hour. Back into the upper 70s right now along portions of the Palm Beaches. Dew points are climbing just a little bit. Over the past 10 minutes or so, we're already back feeling very humid out there with dew point temperatures in the middle 70s. When you get that temperature close to that actual temperature, that indicates all that heat and humidity out there right now, triggering a few isolated coastal showers at this time, too. We're watching a few isolated showers moving on shore in northern Palm Beach County, just to the south right now, Palm Beach Gardens, south of Jupiter as well. Most of the shower activity is continuing to push further to the west inland at this time. But with that easterly wind flow in place, that's going to keep around that deep tropical moisture out there, like I said earlier, fueling those afternoon showers and storms once again, especially in portions of South Florida, pushing a little bit further north towards West Palm Beach as we head towards the start of the day on Sunday. And then look at all this moisture that begins to move in as we head into the afternoon and evening hours. A few of these isolated downpours could produce heavy rainfall, and with saturated grounds we could even see the potential for some localized flooding within these isolated stronger storms too. And as we head into Monday, we'll keep around the chance for a few morning showers and then finally drying things up as we head through the afternoon on Monday before much drier air finally moves back into the picture by Tuesday and Wednesday. So for tomorrow, temperatures back into the middle 80s out there, scattered thunderstorms as we head through the afternoon, still keeping it warm and humid. And with that easterly onshore wind flow, all that humidity remain in place, we can expect a few of those thunderstorms to remain pinned along the east coast as we head into the afternoon. So like I said earlier, the hazards associated with the weather impacts for tomorrow will mainly be in the way of downpours. Of course, within these isolated downpours see the potential for some localized flooding. And within isolated stronger storms, we could see the potential for some stronger wind gusts. But overall, the severe weather threat remains very low. Here's a look at that 10-day forecast once again. Keeping around scattered thunder showers as we head through the day tomorrow and into Monday as well. Temperatures will actually gradually turn warmer above the normal high we typically see for this time of the year, which is in the middle 80s. We're back into the upper 80s, even near 90 degrees in some spots by Tuesday and Wednesday. A little bit more sun for those 2 days before a second front begins to move into the picture. Here's a look at that. By Thursday, we could see the chance of more thunderstorms across the region before slightly drier and even cooler air moves in just in time for the weekend. Next weekend, it is Halloween weekend as well. A little bit some spooky temperatures in the lower 80s, still keeping those temperatures a touch warmer, but you'll notice it in the way that humidity level is still going to remain a little bit on the pleasant side when it comes to that. Steph?
I am looking at those 80s for Halloween. Perfect Halloween weather, right?
Yeah, we'll take it.
We'll be right back after this break.
It means nothing without direction. Know and stay safe. Storm Track weather.
It's time to play America's favorite jackpot game. This is Powerball. Good evening, America. I'm Sam Arlen. Tonight we have another life-changing jackpot for you. It is worth an estimated $86.8 million. Good luck. Here are tonight's winning numbers, starting out with the number 30. And right after that, America, we have the number 10. Tonight we're heading to Elliott City to meet NJB. They won $50,000 playing Powerball. Next number down is 57. That's followed by 63. And we're going to wind it up for you tonight with the number 51. All right, now for your winning Powerball number, it is 20 tonight, and that Power Play multiplier is 2. Let's take another look at those winning numbers. Remember, there are multiple ways to win. We'll see you back here this Monday night. Bye, everybody.
Well, we are having some technical difficulties, so we're going to give it back to meteorologist Jennifer Collins, who is tracking the forecast, tracking Halloween forecasts. Jen, take it home for us.
You know me, I love talking about the weather, so this is kind of a welcome for me.
We are so thankful for it tonight.
We'll take it. I actually wanted to turn to the tropics. Something to talk about out there is that there's nothing to talk about out there. No tropical development expected in the Atlantic over the next 5 days. We are keeping an eye on, I think it's now Hurricane Rick out there in the Pacific. But overall, no threats to us here in South Florida over the next 5 days. Of course, this time of the year, we typically look at the warmer waters of the Caribbean and the Gulf of Mexico for any homebound impacts, but not going to see that at all. In fact, the main thing we're looking at is the unsettled weather we're having for the end of the weekend, and then that next front that will actually move through, bringing in stormy conditions from portions of the southeast and parts of Florida as well. That'll actually should drop our temperatures as we head into next weekend. That is the Halloween weekend as well. Some spooky temperatures. We'll see those lows, those highs dropping back into the lower 80s. You know, kind of a slightly below the average for this time of the year, but it will bring in drier air, mostly sunny skies by Saturday and Sunday. So overall, that 10-day forecast, a lot of ups and downs to go through, but we will see those warm temperatures moving back in by Tuesday and Wednesday. Stephanie.
Jen. Well, you may have noticed things are a bit different with our newscasts and some of our programming here at CBS 12 News, and that's because our station and our parent company, Sinclair Broadcast Group, was a target of a cyber attack last weekend. That attack has really impacted our network systems across the country, and it's really disrupting some of our normal operations, which of course we're working to restore as quickly as possible. But despite these significant technical challenges, we will continue our commitment to covering local and national news. Thank you so much for your support and patience while we address these issues. And thank you so much for joining us tonight. Be sure to tune in tomorrow morning starting at 6 a.m. and then again at 11. We'll see you then. Have a wonderful weekend. Thank you so much for bearing with us. We'll see you later.
Here are your winning Florida lottery numbers. For more information or past winning numbers, log on to flalottery.com. Good luck, Florida, and play responsibly.
Happy birthday to you.
What Baylor didn't know is that Ben and his mentor, community activist Nikki Mock, actually worked behind the scenes with me to surprise Miss Tawana after the candles were blown out.
Eastern's Automotive Group has a program called Helping Hands with Channel 7. They saw your story, had cut a check for $1,500 for you so you can keep on feeding the children of this community.
Oh my God. Are you?
Miss Tawana was initially in shock. She could not believe it.
You say what?
Here it is. Check for $1,500 from Eastern's Automotive.
Who deserves it more than you, Miss T? Oh my God.
We were blown away by reading about what you have been able to achieve. You are truly a beacon for your community, creating your own version of a community hub and feeding those who are hungry and supporting those in need, especially the children in your community. We wanted to support those efforts in partnership with Channel 7 by donating $1,500 so you continue to support the kids in your community.
Oh, I love y'all. Oh God, Miss J, I love y'all. Jesus, Miss J. Oh God.
Could not have given it to a more special angel on earth. Seriously.
I want to thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. Thank y'all for this for my kids, my community. Thank y'all so much. Miss Tawana ain't got to go on her penny bank because we were down to the pennies.
Tawana Baylor won't have to worry about counting her pennies for a while. I'm Jay Korf for ABC 7 News.
What a special woman, and we all wish Miss Tawana the very best in her efforts to continue helping in the community. Still ahead right here, we'll honor some local healthcare heroes and show you how a Northern Virginia restaurant is paying it forward. And do you know a person or organization who could use a helping hand? If so, tell us about them by going to WJLA.com/helpinghands. We'll be right back.
Introducing the National Desk News. Comprehensive morning news from experts.
So if somebody has an infectious disease, they go in there, that door stays locked.
The National Desk delivers America's news now.
The wind is going faster than we are.
Immediate.
We can distribute this worldwide, globally, very quickly.
Impactful.
Workers are not expendable.
Investigative news now.
They were counting on no one finding out what they were doing.
Choose the National Desk every morning to understand America's news now.
Right there, you see it come right out.
Live across America with breaking news at the Live Desk.
Nearly 4,000 National Desk journalists covering America. Turn to the National Desk every weekday morning to understand America's news now. Introducing the National Desk News. Comprehensive morning news from experts.
So if somebody has an infectious disease, they go in there, that door stays locked.
The National Desk delivers America's news now.
The wind is going faster than we are.
Immediate.
We can distribute this worldwide, globally, very quickly.
Impactful.
Workers are not expendable.
Investigative news now.
They were counting on no one finding out what they were doing.
Choose the National Desk every morning to understand America's news now.
Right there, you see it come right out.
Live across America with breaking news at the Live Desk.
Nearly 4,000 National Desk journalists covering America. Turn to the National Desk every weekday morning to understand America's news now.
This is an ABC 7 News Helping Hands special, sponsored by Eastern's Automotive Group.
Welcome back. ABC 7 and Eastern's Automotive Group recognizing hospital workers on the front lines fighting COVID-19. Our Victoria Sanchez shows us how a group at Inova Fairfax recently received a special helping hand.
Hours before the first pizza hits the oven. Before the dinner rush.
We've been prepping all morning since 8 o'clock.
Sal Speziali and his team at Chow Osteria in Centerville got ready to feed the troops on the medical front lines.
So right over here we have about 150 meals right now. We're going to be delivering to Fairfax Hospital. You know, these have been tragic times, and this is the best thing that we can do is take care of each other. That's all we have is each other.
We always cook with love, and that's the main reason why I'm cooking.
Just in time for lunch for a team that rarely takes a break.
I have a special love for this hospital. My grandson was born here.
What kind of patients do you take care of?
So right now we take COVID patients and medicine patients.
We have a message from Joel Bassam from Eastern's Automotive Group. He couldn't be here today, but he sent me a little message for you. So here you go.
Hi there, my name is Joel Bassam from Eastern's Automotive Group, and we wanted to highlight you guys as the true heroes of keeping everyone safe throughout this crisis. We wanted to take one thing off of your minds by buying everyone on the COVID response team lunch for the day. That's about 150 people. I just want to take care of you for at least one day to keep taking care of everyone else in your community.